From Fox 8, this is breaking news.
Good evening, I'm Lee Zurich.
And I'm Meg Gatto. We are following breaking news in the Ferret area where a major water main broke this afternoon, sending water gushing into streets.
Yeah, the break is near the intersection of Uptown and South Claiborne. Ashland Brothers is there with the latest as the Sewage and Water Board works to fix the problem.
Yeah, that's right, Lee and Meg. Water is just gushing out of the ground right now. It's spewing onto the road. And you can see a lot of crews. They're hard at work as the water, it extends about 4+ blocks down Claiborne. Now, traffic is moving pretty steadily. They've got this far right lane blocked off right now, and the water backs up to a lot of businesses. And we even saw some cars with a good part of their front tires submerged in the water. The New Orleans Sewage and Water Board tells me the cause of this major water main break near Uptown and Claiborne is a 30-inch water valve failure that's nearly a century old, and says crews are in the process of making the necessary valve closures. Now, there are more than 30 individual valves to close, so crews are having to go literally one by one to make sure that the pressure keeps at critical care facilities. The board has pressure monitors at Toro and Children's Hospital that they are watching very closely. They say that the repair cannot begin until the closures are made. Officials tell me they will notify the public if water needs to be shut off and if a precautionary boil water advisory is needed. They say the water pressure is lower than normal, but it is safe to drink.
We have pressure monitors on at our hospital's locations right now that we're monitoring real time. So as we're closing those 30 valves, we've got folks watching those valves, those pressures, and if the pressures dip to near 20 or at 20, we're going to stop that closure and wait until demand on the system drops later tonight.
So what he's saying is that if the pressure dips enough, they're going to have to just back up for a little bit and wait until those peak usage hours are over. That'll be around 8 o'clock tonight. Reporting live in New Orleans, Ashland Brothers, Fox 8, Local First.